What's up, everybody? In today's video, we're going to be talking about last night's NBA action and a couple games that really stood out to me and just some things that I noticed throughout the course of these games. So let's get right into it. The first game I really want to highlight today, I want to give this team a huge shout out for this win. The Washington Wizards. The Washington Wizards came out with a 122 to 111 victory over the Atlanta Hawks last night. Great home victory for them. They were dominant throughout, the Wizards. They played a great game. Many contributors on this Wizards squad. They all came to play. All the players came to play. And the first thing that I really want to highlight about this game was not just like how well the Wizards played, but also just some of the struggles that the Atlanta Hawks had. They shot 28.6% from three, 13 turnovers compared to Washington's 9 turnovers. And then Washington also beat out the Hawks in the rebounding battle 51 to 43. So the Hawks, they didn't really have their normal shooting night that they would normally have. They would normally have, way better shooting nights, especially from three, one of the best shooting teams in the league. They struggled in that area of the game last night, and I think that was a big reason why they, lost this game. And also just the hustle stats, the effort, like getting beat out in the rebounding battle. I know it's only by 8 rebounds. The Wizards only had 8 more rebounds than the Hawks, but they gotta give more effort. There were some plays where I didn't really feel like they were putting in, the maximum amount of effort and intensity that they could have brought. And that was another reason why they didn't come out with the dub, I feel like. And just taking care of the basketball, 13 turnovers isn't really going to get it done. Again, I've seen way worse, way higher turnover numbers by teams in the past, but 13 turnovers is still a lot of turnovers. And for the Wizards to play as well as they did, the Wizards playing as well as they did last night, the Hawks really needed to have a great game because they couldn't just play mediocre and win the game last night. They had to play very well, and they just didn't do that. The Wizards just outplayed them in all areas of the game. So, yeah, just unfortunate for the Hawks. Just really didn't come to play, I feel like. But the Wizards definitely came to play. They're 4-1 to start the season, 2-0 at home. Really great start to the season for them. And I think I talked about them a couple videos ago when I was talking about some of the young teams in the NBA. If they keep this up, again, I feel like they could snag a play-in spot and maybe get a 7 or 8 spot in the playoffs this year. But, a lot of things can change. But again, you never know. I really hope they continue to, play at the level that they're playing at because they're playing great basketball right now. Players like Montrezl Harrell, Bradley Beal, Kyle Kuzma, Spencer Dinwiddie didn't play last night, but even him, when them playing at their best like they have been to start off the year, they're just a really fun team to watch. So I hope that their young players, their star players, can play at the level they're playing at right now. Just continue to play at that level, and they'll be a really fun team to watch this season. So I'm really looking forward to it. Last night, Bradley Beal dropped 27 points. Montrezl Harrell 25 points and Kyle Kuzma 21, along with 21 points from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Great game from KCP. He played really well, shot 5 for 7 from three-point range. That's a really great shooting game for him. KCP is a really great shooter. You saw that on the Lakers squad where they won the title in the bubble a couple years ago. Was a big reason why they were able to win that title. Sharpshooter, sniper, and he's continuing that this season. He's shooting very well, and that happened last night too. Showed off his shooting ability. Again, 5 for 7 from 3 is really, really, really good. And I hope that he can keep up this level of, production, because it was just really fun watching him do his thing. So really hope he can keep it up. And Montrezl Harrell really having a great year right now, really having a great start to the season. Last year on the Lakers, didn't really get the playing time, didn't really get a lot of playing time. I believe that the coaching staff didn't really feel like Montrez could fit in with the Lakers squad that they had. Montrez couldn't really fit in with them, and it was hard for him to find minutes. But man, he's showing us right now that he should have gotten more minutes. He's proven people wrong. He's proven the Lakers wrong for not believing in him, and he's really doing his thing. He's had a couple 20-point games this season to start off. He also had 2 steals and 1 block last night. So really great game for Montrez. Great game for Bradley Beal. He had a monster dunk on John Collins last night. Absolutely just posterized him. It was really hyped. The crowd was going nuts. Bradley Beal was, he was getting hype. He was screaming, going off. And, I just think that Bradley could continue, the hot streak that he was on last year into this year. Was an all-star starter last year, had a great season, and I feel like he could do the same thing this season. So really looking forward to seeing what he can do this year. I think he will definitely be an all-star. I don't know about an all-star starter just because of how many young stars are really progressing this season, and people are taking huge jumps forward in their careers. So I don't know if Bradley will be a starter, but definitely think he'll be an all-star from what I'm seeing so far. So yeah, the Washington Wizards really, 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 really wanted to give them a shout out. They've been playing amazing basketball. Great win for them last night. So hope they can continue playing the way they are right now. The next game that I really want to talk about with you guys is Knicks versus Bulls. Oh my God. What a game this was. What a game in Chicago last night. It was amazing. 2 of the top teams in the Eastern Conference. 2 teams that have kind of surprised us. I think we all expected the Knicks and Bulls to be, playoff caliber teams just because they have so much talent and such great coaching that it's kind of hard to bet against them. But both of these teams have been playing way better than, not way better, but better than we expected them to. Both of them are 4-1. The Bulls came into this game undefeated. Knicks gave them their first loss of the season. Just a crazy game. I feel like the Knicks could have blown them out. They could have won by a way larger, way wider margin, but I feel like the coaching wasn't really on point in the fourth quarter, towards the end of the game, putting Derrick Rose and Kemba Walker on the court at the same time. That just doesn't really make any sense. That was just a really kind of interesting coaching decision, I felt. but they were still able to pull out the win. But it was just a scary. It was kind of nerve-wracking towards the end because the Knicks really showed their dominance and really showed that they were the better team throughout the entire game. But again, the coaching mistakes by Thibodeau and his staff kind of gave the Bulls a path to get back into the game, and they almost pulled it out. DeMar DeRozan airballed the game-winning shot. Um, Really, really hectic end of the game. Julius Randle missed 2 free throws that could have put him up, I believe, up by 3. They would have been up by 3 points if Julius Randle made those free throws. Missed both of them. DeMar DeRozan could have, won the game for him, but again, airballed it. So Knicks came out with the dub. But regardless of the coaching mistakes, the Knicks still played an unbelievable game of basketball. Kemba Walker had a great game, one of the best, if not the best, games so far for his hometown team. 21 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. Played a really great game. Really kind of made up for Julius Randle's struggles. Julius Randle only scored 13 points, but he almost had a triple-double. He went 13, 16, and 9 with the steal. So he could have gotten a triple-double. Really, that game by Julius Randle just goes to show you don't need, when you have talent around you, you don't really need to be the number one scorer every single night. It's important for you to find other ways to help the team and other ways to make an impact on the game if shots aren't going in and you're just not able to score. And that's what Julius Randle did. His scoring wasn't great, his shots weren't falling, but he was still able to get involved and make a big difference in the game. And his 16 rebounds, 9 assists really did that. Great production from him. And Kemba Walker made up for Julius Randle's, scoring slump that game. With 21 points, Kemba scored. And RJ Barrett also had a great game. Scored 20 points, 3 for 3 from the free throw line, shot 8 for 15 from the field. Great game for RJ. Love RJ Barrett. I've enjoyed watching him since he was at Montverde Academy when he was in high school. Great player at Duke. Watched him and Zion ball out, and I'm loving what I'm seeing from him as a New York Knick. Not struggled, but wasn't anything spectacular his rookie season. Then last year really improved and progressed. With along with his team, the Knicks really progressed as a team last year, really shocked the whole entire NBA and snagged the 4 seed in the East. And so, just the Knicks really turned it around last year, and RJ, I think, was a big part of that, really progressed as a player, and it looks like he got even better over the summer heading into this season. He's a way better shooter than he was earlier in his career. Only made 1 3-pointer last night, went 1 for 3, but I'm still liking what I'm seeing. Great defense from him. He came out with the steal, but he's the kind of defender where he doesn't always get put up the stats. He doesn't always get the steals and the blocks, but when you're watching the game and you see him guard and defend, these top scorers in the NBA, you can really see what he brings to the table on the defensive end. He's just a super long player, long, lanky, athletic guy who can really move, and he just knows how to play defense. He just clamps up on that side of the court. So Really liking what I'm seeing from RJ. Derrick Rose got a standing ovation when he went into the game, when he first checked into the game last night. He had a pretty decent game, 12, 4, and 1. Nothing spectacular, but did what he had to do, contributed to the game. I just love when Derrick Rose is doing his thing and when he's playing great basketball, and I'm liking what I'm seeing from him starting off the season. He's been playing really great, doing really well, both ends of the floor, scoring, defending, playmaking. He's been doing everything, and I'm loving what I'm seeing. Think he could be in the sixth man of the year contention. I think he could be in the running for that award. So looking forward to seeing what kind of season he has and how he can contribute to the Knicks as the season moves along, because I think they're going to need him to really do his thing, and I believe that he will. He will step up. He will be the leader and the veteran presence that we all know he is and can be. So, yeah, those are two games that I really wanted to highlight from last night. You know, great wins for the Knicks and the Wizards. And yeah, so that's it for today's video. Go ahead and click on the video on your screen right now. That's my previous video, so go ahead and check that one out. I think you guys will enjoy it, so go ahead and click on that, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.